I am Frank Omalape. And now the Buhari administration will continue to push its business reform agenda, for which the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council was established to create an enabling environment for more investment in the country, including from Nigerians abroad, according to Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. Professor Osinbajo spoke at the Presidential Villa yesterday while receiving some of the participants at the ongoing Nigeria Diaspora Investment Summit, led by Chairman CEO Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri-Erewa, and the acting governor of Ondo State, Lucky Orimison Ayedatiwa. The VP then stated that while it is clear there is rising interest to invest at home by Nigerians abroad, what will bring more investment from those in the diaspora is to create the environment that ensures it is easy for them to invest. Osinbajo stressed the seriousness with which the administration is taking to make investment commitment to the nearest generation. And now Nigeria's energy inflation may slow down amid global headwinds and currency depreciation. This warning was given by Group Head of Research and Business Intelligence GTI Group, Emmanuel Onoja, during iBrandTV's Business Breakfast on Thursday.
Energy imports constitutes a large chunk of our import dependence in Nigeria. As of 2021, 31% of our imports were energy, and we can see what is going on. That is the position we still are in, because our local refining capacity is almost absent. So, and we are in a situation where the dollar is wreaking havoc in various economies, and Nigeria not exempted. We have seen a devaluation in our currency. So given the status quo, the fact that we have to bring in majority of our energy needs into the country, well, you know what inflation does essentially is redistribute wealth. So it redistributes wealth from fixed income earners, who are your normal maybe salary earners and people running small businesses trying to make ends meet, and send it moves income to asset owners. So basically, people who own assets tend to enjoy this period because it is easier for them to increase their prices in tandem with with inflation prices.
And now Nigeria is opening discussions seeking more cooperation with Egypt, especially in the energy sector. Minister of Environment Mohammed Abdullah will reveal this. Said the discussion is already at an advanced stage with the Egyptian authorities, and meetings have been scheduled to hold in the coming period to further cooperate the effort. Abdullah added that his country will participate in launching the African carbon market and cooperate with Egypt in this aspect, especially as it sees promising opportunities in this market. This came in an interview on the sidelines of the UN Conference of Parties on Climate Change that was held in Sharm el-Sheikh till November 18. The minister explained that the climate action agenda for Africa includes three main axes: damage and losses, climate adaptation, and the equitable transition of energy, pointing out that his country enjoys great resources related to gas and oil. He added that Nigeria plans to transition from a traditional energy to clean energy by 2035, especially in light of Africa's pursuit of growth, specifically in the industrial fields. And in the meantime, the Nigerian commodities market player IFS has projected an average decline in production of up to 11.5% across commodities like maize, pounded rice, sorghum, and cocoa. IFS revealed these on Wednesday during the unveiling of its 2022 wet season crop production report. It, however, forecasted that soybeans and sesame will be experiencing about a 6.5% increase in production levels, According to the report, Nigeria's most consumed grains were currently faced with declining food balance sheets as consumption levels rose than production levels, thereby worsening food insecurity. The report tracked data from 6 key commodities and their performance in the preceding season. The commodities are maize, paddy, soybeans, cocoa, sesame, and sorghum. It noted that price and market changes across maize, paddy, soybean, cocoa, and sesame has been affected both by predictable seasonal effects and activities on the agricultural value chain, as well as larger macroeconomics and events. And now Nigeria's apex capital market regulator, the Securities and Exchange Commission, has urged commodities exchanges to build robust investors' protection at the center of their operations in a bid to gain investors' confidence and attract more investors. Director General Securities and Exchange Commission, Lamido Yuguda, gave the charge during the presentation of Equal Gold coins to SEC by the Lagos Futures and Commodities Exchange in Abuja. Yuguda urged the Lagos Commodity and Future Exchange and the entire value chain to always have investor protection at the core of their work, because eventually this is what will make the product succeed. He noted that when people invest, they are postponing current consumption for future consumption and need to be paid some returns as a price for that postponement of current consumption. He commended the LCFC or FCLE on the demonstration and the presentation and assured them of the Commission's support in the development of the product and the efforts to enlighten both the market participant and investors who will put in their money. The decision to produce new Naira notes is ill-timed, considering that the country's foreign exchange is under pressure. Speaking on iBrandTV's Business Breakfast on Friday, Kasimu Garba Kofi said the move forced the hand of speculators and operators.
Aware that there is scarcity of foreign exchange, so the so-called official at the official rates is no longer available. And this is even for those who want to do genuine business. Go to the manufacturer, you will see that they have to go to the parallel market and get their dollar in order to import raw material for production. And even when you apply officially, maybe you apply for $2 million, you hardly get $1 million after a long queue. And you cannot shut down your factory. So what do? You go to this same irradiation market, get it at that rate, and you get your dollar, and you now mix it with whatever official they give you in order to enable you to import what you want to import. So the parallel market becomes the real market, and it's the market that prices all our stock along the market. Anywhere you go in the market, they don't look at the official rate, they look at the parallel market price. Because of this speculation, so people start buying dollar not because they want to import anything, but rather for safe custody.
All right.
And that would push the dollar to almost 900 naira.
The Debt Management Office says there is an urgent need for the federal government to moderate the rising trend of borrowings to ensure debt sustainability. The Director General of DMO, Patience Suni, has said this in Abuja at a workshop for legislators. The workshop was organized by members of the Senate Committee on Local and Foreign Debts and the House of Representatives Committee on AIDS, Loans and Debt Management. Oniha urged the federal government to take steps to rationalize expenditure, accelerate growth in revenues, and ensure that borrowings were tied to projects that generated commensurate revenue to service the loans. According to her, the outlook shows that local and international markets are becoming tighter and interest rates are rising. She, however, added that efforts at increasing non-oil revenue were yielding positive results. Oniha gave a breakdown of the country's total public debt stock as of June to include 42.8 trillion naira, comprising 26.2 trillion naira domestic and 16.6 trillion naira external debt stocks. She added that the debt to gross domestic product ratio was 23.06%, while growth in total debt stock between 2021 and June was 8.08%. You've been watching Business Now, coming to you live from our studios. Still to come after the break. Japan's inflation hits 40-year high as Bank of Japan sticks to easy policy. Well, we'll bring you more details and updates after this timeout. Please stay with us.